Hey guys, what's up? I hope you guys missed me. I missed me. I'm back. It's 2020. We're about to get back into this YouTube stuff. I missed it and I'm excited. Yeah, I had to take a break. School was stressful and it was school or YouTube, and I love you, YouTube, but school comes first. Okay, so we're gonna do a story time today. I'm going to share something so sensitive and so personal with you guys, so I hope you guys take this seriously because this is a serious situation, okay? Also gonna give you guys some tips on how to deal with the situation, so let's just get into that. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about domestic violence. We're gonna talk about my personal experience with domestic violence. This is a very sensitive topic and it's so serious for me, and I wanna give you guys some tips on how to look out for red flags. This is my first time talking about this, publicly. I was been supposed to do this video. I just held back on it for so long, but now I'm like, frick it, I'ma do it. So here we are. I was in a relationship, I would say about 2 years or so, pretty much. Within that relationship, it was a lot of verbal and physical abuse. I never was open about it. I never let it be known because I was a person who just was so concerned about their image, and I did not want to like the stupid girl that kept taking the guy back, that kept disrespecting her. I definitely have grown from being that woman, and I definitely learned how to stand up for myself a lot more now. One of the biggest red flags that I ignored was that he was open to me about his past relationships. His story was that he was being provoked and that he had every right to react that way, and all his friends would have agreed. And, I looked at it like, well, I would never provoke him. Like, we would never have that kind of situation because I would never disrespect him. So he'll have no reason to put his hands on me. And, that mindset is not a great mindset to have. So don't ever think that way. It doesn't matter how respectful you are. It doesn't matter if you don't put your hands on someone first. It's still a possibility that it could happen. I ignored the red flag because I wanted to believe that people grew. But anyways, the relationship was a good relationship in the beginning. It played a huge role in why I took so long to leave. In my head, I just kept thinking like, well, who will love me, the way that he does? Like he was a best friend. He was someone that I was comfortable with. It was something that was very, very, very hard to deal with. Then eventually I started to realize that he was very insecure. It was like I was me, he was him, and if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. That's it, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Insecurities in a relationship is a huge red flag. Whenever insecurities lead to emotional, impulsive, or aggressive behavior, you have a problem. You need to exit left. Wait, that's my right. Left. and keep it pushing. Please don't try to be somebody's therapist. I tried. It doesn't work. Okay? Don't do it. The disrespect started with the words. Like, calling me a suck my. Then it went to threats. Like, I'll slap you. I'll spit on you. Gross. I'll duff you. And if you were a guy, I would punch you. I would just be like, what the hell? Like, when someone speaks to you, like calls you disgusting names, disrespects you, curses at you, threatens you, you need to leave them alone. That's not a healthy relationship, and it's not a healthy way of communicating. So definitely red flag. Moving forward, as time went on, things started to become physical. I remember the first time I was in shock. A lot of this drama was going on, and in the midst of our interaction, he just pushes me by my neck, like boom. You know what I did? Nothing. I just took it like, okay, he was angry, he was in a rage, it was a lot going on. I excused it. Another time, we were getting on the train, and we were already arguing before even getting on the train, and when I got on the train, I stopped. He didn't like that I was ignoring him, so he took his hand and he gripped my throat and he pushed my head to the back of the wall. Meanwhile, there's a whole person sitting in front of me. Like,
this is so
Embarrassing. Okay? So I went to get up to get away from him, and he pushes me back down. And so I'm in the seat now, and I'm just like standing still. I won't say nothing, won't do nothing, won't even move, just so he doesn't have to put his hands on me again. I was just like, what the hell? The ticket guy came by and was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. Then there was another time. This is like never ending, I swear. We were arguing in the city. He raised his voice at me. I went to just turn around and walk away. He yanks my hair. We're in the city. Do you not care? His excuse was, don't walk away from me when I'm talking to you. You know, I have an arm. Okay, you can pull my arm. One time he scratched up my chest because he woke me up in a rage, gripping on my chest, and he ripped my freaking shirt. My strap broke. It was just like I had scratches on my chest. Then when he finds out he's wrong, he just starts getting on the floor and he's crying, real tears, guys. And I'm just like, do I hug him? Do I tell him to get out? What do I do? Like, I was so confused. I didn't know what to do. I felt bad. So again, I let it go. Don't let the man make you feel bad, okay? That is the easiest way to get you to forgive him. Don't let him do it. Anyways, one day we were just laying down. So I'm in my phone watching videos, laughing, and he's on the other side of the bed just, you know, laying down. Out of nowhere, he jumps up, throws this pillow at me. What the He just starts going off in a rage, like, oh, you're on your phone, I don't trust you. I'm just like, are you insane? Like, it was, when I tell you, it was so quiet, peaceful, and he just jumped up. I just don't know where it came from. I just was like, okay, you know what? You need to get out. And he's like, no, listen to me. To keep going off on his rant, and I'm just like, I'm not listening to you. I'm not doing this right now. And I go to turn around, and he just yanks me by my hair again. Now we're over. First, you only had to get out, but now it's done. And then he was cursing me out and yelling at me, and then the next minute he was crying again. This time, I was like, I'm not falling for that. I don't care. Get out. He wouldn't. He refused. I started calling people to like get him out my room because he just wouldn't leave. He started charging at me. I had to duck. I ran out of my dorm into the girls' bathroom, and I locked myself in the stall. And while I'm calling someone, all I see is this long ass hand. He's like, yo, I swear to God, when you get out of there. I was just like down and down. Finally, someone picks up. But they're half asleep. I mean, I wouldn't blame them. It was like 4 or 5 in the morning. I'm like, yo, can you please come help me? And they're just like, huh? And they hang up on me. He's still outside the stall. Voice gets really calm, soothing. And he goes, you know what? Don't do this. Let's not do this. You know, I'll leave. I'll take my stuff and leave. But don't hide in the bathroom like this. I don't want you scared of me. I'm like, okay, maybe this time he really did calm down. I finally got out of the bathroom. So he's packing his stuff up, you know, he puts his coat on, he's walking towards the door, and then he opens it and then he closes it. He says, you know what? I'm not going nowhere. Oh. Well, you know what? I'm gonna call more people. So I pull out my phone. He leaps over and starts trying to get the phone, and we're tussling back and forth with the phone. And all of a sudden, he just takes both of his hands, puts them around my throat. Now I'm like this, and I'm like being choked, and he's like squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. And I'm like screaming. I was screaming till I couldn't scream no more. It felt like forever that his hands were just squeezing my throat. At this point, I'm like putting my hands up and I'm pushing him to get off of me. Finally, you know, he lets go because I loosened my grip off of my phone, and he gets the phone. Without my phone, I can't call anyone to come help me. I had to come up with a different alternative. Whenever I ever threaten to say that I'll get the security guard in the train station, I'll wake up my neighbors, I'll get an RA. You know, he just went normal because you don't want people to see you for who you are. I threatened to call an RA and he decides to chill out and he gives me my phone. So I get my phone, I get my key. I threw on a hoodie, shorts, and some sneakers. I ran out of that building. It was in the rain. It was in the rain, y'all. I'm sprinting and he's right behind me. So I'm just, and I get to the building, call back my bro that answered before. Bro, open the door, please, let me in. And he catches up to me and like, he's just standing there and looking at me, and the guy's coming down the stairs. I'm like looking at him like I couldn't like believe you. And I said to him like, yo, look what you did to my neck. My neck was red, it had scratches on it. He goes, you know how many sweaters I bought you that you could cover that up with? What? Do you know how many sweaters you... That was just like the cherry on top. It's like no remorse for literally choking me to death, almost. I was already done, but I ain't never been more done after that. You know, so my bro, he came downstairs, he let me in, he helped diffuse the situation, and that was the last time I ever seen that person. It's a very traumatizing experience for me. Like, when it came to dating after that, I couldn't even get to know a guy without having to ask the question, have you ever put your hands on a female? I feel like it's something I need to know. I need to know what I'm dealing with. I need to know what I'm getting myself into. I'm not gonna wait till honeymoon stage is over and I'm gonna end up on first 48. Like, no. And I don't even say that for a joke. I mean, I'm serious. So yeah, that was my story time. Since that situation, I have moved forward. I will continue moving forward. I hope that me sharing my story helps other people share their story. I also hope that if you watch this video, that you would take something from it and that you have the courage to leave. I just feel like this was very important for me to speak on. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Well, obviously not too much. But yeah, so thank you for listening, guys. I will be dropping more content soon. Bye-bye.